So why is it? Let me make sure I got. We are live on Underground Wicked Radio. Mike, man, you haven't been on in forever. Why don't you take the first question? I know you're tired.
All right, Travis. This goes to the type of post that you put on, on your page and stuff. You're always trying to get people into discussions and conversations. Well, why do you do that?
Why do I try to get people to engage?
Yeah. Like you really get people engaging on different things. Like you don't give a shit if you piss them off or not. It's just to start a conversation.
Yeah, because I think interaction is important. So like I think like social media, right? It creates a distance. So like a lot of people just be on here like liking, sharing random shit, but they're not really interacting with each other. We're not like building opinions. We're not like it's a digital community, but there's no community action going on on the digital aspect of it, So like if you gotta like sometimes you gotta fish people in. Like some people don't want to go all in balls in on like politics or religion or like things like that. So you gotta like I'll drop some small like bait, like, hey, what do you think about this hip hop beef going on? Or hey, what do you think about this celebrity type shit? So like little shit, because like that's just where not everybody operates on the same level. So you got to drop a little bit of, hey, what do you think about this basic shit over here? And then you see, if you went down my wall and shit, you see me like I'm like heavy on freedom of speech and censorship right now, or like there's bigger topics I drop on and littler topics, but they're all to get people to engage, because engagement is important whether we're talking on like a society level or like how an artist grows. If I want to grow as an artist, I gotta talk to people. That's why we're talking right now. I'm engaging with you just from being online, fucking talking and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I do it to grow, man. Because if you ain't growing, what are you doing?
Right. Very true.
I'm gonna take a hot seat question right off, because this one stumps a lot of artists that get on, and you seem pretty smart. All right, so Travis, man, if you could live in an album for 5 years, all the characters, all the stories are going to come to life, what album would you want to live in?
What album would I want to live in?
Yes.
Oh,
that's a good question. That's a good question.
Nako's Medicine and the People, Seven Feathers. No, Darkest Night album by Nako and Medicine for the People.
Nice. I love that album myself.
Fuck yeah, good album.
I know that song by heart too.
Yeah, that's just so that album's just beautiful. So if everything from there can manifest, I'd be happy with that.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's up. What do you got for a question, Easy?
What influenced you to start making music?
Oh man, I've been making music since I was like 12, maybe like 10 for real, but 12 I started like being in studios when I was 12. Like I got family members who play music. I've just been fascinated with like pianos and guitars and stuff like that since I was little. So like I play like anything that makes noise. I engineer, I produce. So like music's just kind of always been there. Just second nature.
Gonzo, what do you got?
I got that I just popped on to show my love.
Come on, man. Take your hot seat question before I do.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll hit a hot seat and I gotta go, dude. I've been working like 60 hours a week.
I hear you, man.
What do you do for work, man?
Me? Oh, dude, I'm just a fucking fry cook right now. That's all I'm doing right now.
Hey, money's money, man.
Right? Yeah, I can't go wrong there. So my hot seat question would be, what 3 items would you buy at a Walmart to fucking freak out the cashier?
Peanut butter, duct tape, and condoms.
Right on.
My kind of guy.
I like the duct tape.
What are you going to do with these items? That's what I want to know.
No clue. They were just random weird objects. That, random. Those were literally just off the top of the head. I don't know what I'd do with them.
Crooked G, it's a good thing he's not on this interview, man. He'd have a fucking field day with that one. All right, so I'm going to take another question. So, homie.
I got to bounce, guys.
Later,
Much love, bro.
Get some rest, homie.
You guys ever done one of these video chats where there's like a bunch of heads on the bottom? And
always.
It's like the Brady Bunch.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm in a bunch of these groups where we do this all the time. It's pretty crazy.
Hell yeah. I like doing this on YouTube, man, for the simple fact I see a lot of people doing video interviews on Facebook, and my issue with that is the views aren't real. Because you post in a bunch of groups, people just scroll by, it counts as a view.
Yep. So like the viewer only sees like, say we have this interview, right? And it's theoretically we're in a Facebook groups, right? All this shit. it might look like, 5,000 plays, but we know that on the like pages that you're sharing these on the back end, it shows you like 10-second views, 30-second views. And that so what you could appear to be getting 50, 30,000 anywhere in there like views on some shit, but really it's like a third of that, if that. A lot of these are scroll bys. People have autoplay on their phone, so like that doesn't count. Also, Facebook don't pay you. So, like,
no, they do not pay you for shit. All right, so Travis, man, how do you think you are different from other rap artists in the style of rap music you make?
Because everybody's got their own story, man, and I don't try to be like other people. So unless there's somebody who's like an identical clone of me and has had the exact same experiences, then there's no way we're trying to be like each other. All my music's authentic, whether I'm talking like trapping or anti-trapping or being real, or like, like what I've done out in the streets or in the studio or music-wise. It's never been on some front and shit. Like, I stopped making music about shit I don't do when I was like 15 or 16. Like, I was still fresh in it. So I'm a decade past that, man. So like, I think I stand out from others because I'm me.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Have you ever attempted making a mumble rap song?
Yeah, I have some turn up. I have a couple turn up tracks, man, or songs that don't make no sense, or like, I have like over 600 songs, so I have a little bit of everything. Just to like,
damn.
Yeah, I've been stacking songs since I was little, man. It's like a thing of me that I do. Like,
hell yeah. What do you got, Uzi? And then we're gonna play a song.
Well, I noticed that you're really passionate about, like, in your music, about getting a job. Do you have a job now?
No, I don't need. I've been working for myself for like 10 plus years.
All right. Well, I just saw a couple songs where you were like, I need a job. Talking to that man.
No, I'm just more talking to like leveling up, like, or like just being. I also touch like on past situations, so things that not everything I rap about. I might write a song tonight. It doesn't mean I'm necessarily going through it right now. I could hear the beat and think of something that happened to me like 15 years ago. I might, just be on some writing a song about going through the struggle or something,
Right.
I'm always looking for work though. Shit, let's get it.
So, what's your favorite song what you've written?
My favorite song of mine?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't even know where to start. Where are you looking at my music at right now? Like, where are you?
We've been looking at YouTube and a couple songs that you sent him, and I'm just wondering, like, which song are you most passionate about that you would sing over and over and over if you could, or if someone asked you on the street, sing me a song, man, which one would you sing?
I have ups and downs, so like it would be. I know you want a straight answer, but it's really hard to give a straight answer to that because I really just like if I was just walking on the street and you see me and you were like, yo, you rap, spit me something. However I'm feeling that day, I might rap some crazy political shit or like some like super uplifting something. I might be like, I don't feel like rapping. Like I fucking
right.
It just depends. My last project was called I Am Travis Spade, and it was all like. They're all storytelling songs. Like every song on there is like some kind of story about my life. You know what I'm saying? So I really enjoy that whole project. Everything off there is kind of cool. Most of my videos are, I have a lot of videos on YouTube, but I push them bigger for whatever reason, my Facebook gets more attention than anything, which sucks. So like.
That's what happens now. YouTube doesn't get as many. I don't know.
For like every 100 views I have on YouTube, I have like 1,000 to a couple thousand on Facebook for it. So like
YouTube's dying off, it seems like. I've been trying to find another place to broadcast my radio through. Normally, I have this running through my radio server, but like I said, I just was in the process of moving down here.
Do you broadcast on Twitch ever?
I've heard of Twitch.
It's like it's mainly like a gaming network, man. But a lot of people are on there like doing podcast shit and talking on there, and like I don't know, maybe check that out.
I can't figure out how to do this here, like the multiple broadcasts where I can have the artist on video too. That's the issue I'm having with Twitch.
Oh, I haven't played with it yet. I've seen a couple people mess with it.
Yeah, I've tried. Well, she's looking up that.
Hey, what about OBS? You ever use OBS?
That's what I use. Normally I have a green screen behind me, but okay. going into too many details when my laptop got broke. I put money back into it. The one we're on now, I upgraded the fucking camera, and the HD camera don't like the green screen.
Okay, well, that's shitty, man. I've been in that situation.
Find the one that
I do this.
Poem to. Yeah, I do this. We're gonna play I Do This.
That's cool. Jam it.
Take some
I
more
like the video.
It's a good video. I like you son in the background too. We might have to set this down there. Sorry about the setup, man. It's all thrown together.
I don't judge, man. I'm hanging out in my pajama pants.
How's it sound? Good?
Got smoke. I'm a back on my porch, and I went from taxis to Porsche, but that shit was important. We went from reading emotions to some classes. Jamming to my own shit. It's like, it's literally a soundtrack to my life. I'm gonna smoke while you're jamming. I'm bringing the JC all the way to Hollywood. They can love or hate me. They ain't even gotta look, cause I know that they hit me on. I'm trying to see what's on his log. Like I got them shook. They've been hating on me for a while now, but I know they've been waiting on me. Let them talk. I ain't tripping, I'm it ain't nothing but it ain't nothing like it's easy. I do this for home, it's doing time right now. Y'all be talking about the way that I rhyme right now. On my grind right now. We're gonna shine right now. Yeah, turn that do it, that's right now. Do the dog thing, that's cool, man. Get paid, cause I'm doing songs. So if you shoot the stars, really stop shooting. I feel like I'm making songs. In my life, smells like play a song. Yeah, I do like that song.
It's a good song.
The guy who made this beat, he produced the whole album. I fucking love it.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. The next song we're gonna play is the one. Man, it was just good timing when I found you. That was the first song I heard about you, and I actually wrote her a poem while listening to your song.
That's dope. I'm about to put out some spoken word and some poetry and stuff, man.
That's what's up. All right, homie. So tell us what your fans get out of listening to your music. Like, what kind of vibe do you try to send them?
Well, I don't know. I guess sometimes I make music for people to like relate to, right? And then sometimes it doesn't matter at all if they relate to it, because I just make music. It's my art. It's my expression. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think of like making songs like the same way I think of an artist like painting on a canvas, right? So sometimes that artist is gonna make art that he wants to like put out to the public or sell for commissions, or he might do a custom piece for somebody. And then some stuff, opinions and ideas or input or whatever, feedback is irrelevant, if that makes sense. Not even to be a dick. It's just like, so sometimes I want people to take stuff from it, and it's like, and then sometimes it's like, if you don't take nothing from it, that's okay, right? Because not everybody's gonna relate. It's like, this is why not everybody likes the same type of music. So if you are paying attention though, right? If you're actually listening to what I'm saying, I make like storytelling music, I make turn up music, I make truth music, and I think my truth music's the most important. So when I'm touching on stuff like government and like,
hell yeah,
religion or money or, race, what I'm saying, sexual preferences, things like that, like those real topics, those things matter the most. So if I can get you to like my music, or if you can relate to any of my, like, say you like one of my weed smoking songs or one of my storytelling songs, and those can get you to the truth songs, and you just hear a couple bars of truth, that's worth it. I'm cool with that.
Now, before we get too much further into the interview, can you do a radio drop for Underground Wicked Radio saying this is Travis Spade? You're listening to Underground Wicked Radio with DJ Snickerz, and say links to your music so people can find you.
Underground Wicked Radio, DJ Links.
Yep, djsnickerz and then links.
djsnickerz, DJ Links. Yeah, I can do that. You want it right now?
Yep, go for it.
Hey, what it do, world? It's your boy Travis Spade. You listen to Underground Wicked Radio, DJ Snickers, DJ Links. Y'all know what it is. Tune in, check your boy out, planet13ent.com. Rock with me, baby. Planet.
Oh yeah, it's DJ Uzi. My bad, homie. I did say DJ Links.
My name's Links now.
You did.
What?
I'll do it again. DJ Uzi and DJ Snickers.
Yeah.
I got you. I make tags all day. You good? I'll run it. Am I live? I can still run it. Hey. What it do, world? Underground Wicked Radio. You know what it do. It's your boy Travis Spade. DJ Snickers. I'm sending you one. Like that. I'm sending it in your email. I'm gonna drop you a real tag in the studio. I got a studio at home. So like
that sounds good, homie, because it's gonna play before all your songs on the radio. Fucking technology, man.
Yeah. I almost had it though. It was close.
Oh shit.
Did you see
Froze right up. What do you got?
Oh, okay. Well, I have a question for you.
Go ahead,
you could say, like, over the years, your most amazing progression in music, what would it be? What's your biggest accomplishment?
Personal or like business wise?
Like business wise, music wise.
My biggest accomplishment as an artist, I would say, would be opening my own studio and going like 100% independent. So like, we're like self-sufficient now. So like everything we do is legit, like from videos, all of our tools we use to record on and shoot with, and how we get our music out and all that stuff's like all legit now. And I'm not having to go to third-party sources. And I've just kind of wanted that forever. My whole thing since I was a little kid was like, how can I make music and keep it forever? That was the whole concept from the beginning. It was like, hey, I like music, but I like it so much I want to make my own music and I want to be able to keep it, and that's it. I just keep perpetuating that to a bigger scale, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
sweet.
Owning my own shit, I would say, is the biggest accomplishment.
I apologize for not the proper promotion either. Normally I promote for at least a week. This Salt Lake City pollution, man, I'm telling you. I went from the mountains to fresh air to toxic shit, and I've been like sick for 4 days.
Where were you at? Where were you at in the mountains?
Adirondack Mountains, upstate New York.
Nice.
Yep, a lot different.
I went to New York once. I've been to New York twice, actually. I went to New York once to be on Jerry Springer, though.
Yeah.
Really?
I want to know about this.
It was fun. I don't know where the episode's at. I know it's what you're gonna ask me.
Was it about your baby daddy or?
No, I got dumped.
Oh shit!
For being a player.
Shit.
Ooh,
it was fun though.
My homie, I don't know if you ever seen the Jerry Springer episode where this fat guy was out at lunch, and call him that. Easy if you're watching that podcast. don't. But anyways, he's a bigger guy. He had a girl, was dominatrix, and he came out. He was on a leash. He was getting whipped. He drank pea soup and puked all over her, and then she ate it off him.
We were like all okay until like the last two parts, you know, maybe the leash, maybe I'm not getting leashed, you know, but maybe some leashes involved, like, you know,
pea soup.
No pea soup. Right when you said pea soup, we're like, hey, fuck this. I didn't sign up for this.
Man, if he's tuning in, he's probably gonna hit me up. Why are you fucking telling people about that? I've been trying to find the clip.
I'm like, I'm 13 shades of Spade, but I don't drink pea soup.
Ah, shit. Hell no. But hopefully they paid him good for that, man. That's crazy. All right, so Travis, man, do you promote your own music? And what is the best way you have found on social media to promote your music?
I would say, first off, absolutely, I promote my music and I promote other people's music and arts and businesses I support. So all day, support or all shall be lost. And the best way to grow online, one word, organically.
Hell yeah.
So also, but now on my other side, I could also be like, my other one word could have been like invest, right? So like it's a double-sided coin. One side, you got to be organic, meaning you got to have some kind of following. You have to have target market. You have to know like what your niche is, where you're going to take it, right? But and so that'll help you grow. Like you have to have a team, right? So having a target market or people of interest, that's how you build a team. You know, hey, I'm going to sell apples. So I fucking find a whole team of people who are interested in orchards and apples and fruit. And now I got all these people, hey, we know we want to sell apples, right? And now that I know there's some form of supply and demand or interest by a group, right? Then you have to invest. So the best way to grow online is to have something organic that you can invest in.
Hell yeah, that's a hell of a way to put it. I don't think out of the 7,000 interviews, I don't think I've heard an artist put it that way.
Yeah,
that's dope.
I'm not just an artist though, man. I'm kind of like outside the box. I'm like I'm an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? So
an organic entrepreneur. What'd you say?
an organic entrepreneur. Yeah, my ideas are organic for sure. They come from somewhere out there.
What do you got?
Okay, I got a question for you. What do you look for in your beats if you're buying a beat for a song?
Well, I don't. I used to look for like what I thought my sound was, which I don't even know what that is no more. But I just go through beats. And my favorite beats are beats I've never heard. So like, especially I got to be in the mood to rap because it's not like a fucking, you can't just be like, oh, rap and turn on a beat. Like it doesn't work like that.
Right.
Sometimes it does, right? But my favorite way to rap is just go randomly looking at beats that I've never heard. And most of my songs come from not sitting down and listening to a beat for like 6 hours. It comes from hearing the beat for 6 seconds and I was already in the vibe. And all of a sudden it was like, oh, there's the hook. Drop these verses. I've always lived in a studio, so as soon as I like hear a beat I like, we're loading it up and dropping music. So like my writing process, I stopped getting beats and like in bulk and writing to them all and like prepping songs and then hitting the studio a long time ago. So now it's just like find something I vibe out to and I can either and then just express it. You know what I'm saying? Like whether I just want to make a turn up song or I want to talk some truth music or whatever. So
I got a homie that makes beats, thesickbeats.com. I think he's got quite a few you'd like. He's been at it for like 16 years making beats.
Shoot me the links, man. I'll check them out for sure.
Definitely.
I'll have producers send me beats and I'll either like them or not like them. And then like a couple weeks or a couple months down the road, all of a sudden I have a different feeling about them. I'll be like, oh, these are dope. And they'll send them to me and I'll have no inspiration to rap on them. I'll pick them up 3 months later and be like, a whole album done, a couple days.
Right.
Like,
that's what's up.
Like that song, I Do This. You got the I Do This song you played. The same guy made all the beats on that album. So it's 13 songs and he made all of them. And it's just because I loaded them up, was like, oh, I feel this vibe. Knock out a whole album in a week. Done.
Oh, yeah.
Play another one. What do you got next?
Okay.
Now, how was the sound quality on that end? Because I've never done a setup like this.
I'm on my cell, so no matter what I hear it kind of sounds like cell phone. You know what I'm saying?
With the music that we played, did it sound all right?
Yeah, you weren't like muffled or nothing.
Okay, that's what I was worried about.
So do you have a song you would like us to play? Because I've got your playlist on YouTube, and I'm just pulling it from there.
I have a playlist on YouTube?
Yeah. Well, do you have a song that you'd like me to pull up?
That's not online. Let me hear. What's right in front of you? Tell me the first 3 songs in front of you. All right,
so we got Bury Me a Legend music video.
That's a good one.
All We Got Is Us.
That's good too.
Play All We Got Is Us. I like that one. I listened to that one a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, this song's cool. This is like a nice diss song. Like hey, I'm not gonna fuck with you no more because we're good over here. So fuck you.
I'm gonna throw this in some groups.
What's that volume?
Oh, you're watching the video. I can hear that.
Volume good?
Looks good.
Never never let them change your mind. They can keep on talking, but they'll never break us. It's time that we leave all of that shit behind. It's in the end, no, it's all about trust.
I know I'ma be just fine. I came out the mud and I still never gave up. Nice, buddy. They trying to drag me through the mud, but there's no way I'm backing down. And I ain't good enough, but I gotta get a break. I gotta get away, because everybody's talking about it. Down that basement, try to throw me out of my comfort zone, but I bought me a space station. That's that 1-3, you don't want beef. That rap, you just lunch me. You got me, because I'm wrong with shit. Never telling back, never running, bitch. Don't count yourself, and I'm count yourself, and now we up the planet. This is one of the stuff that's in the species. I gotta show certain his post curtain when I grab that mic. The south side and worldwide, I'm outside, we on now. Never let them change your mind. Legalize, bitch. They'll never break us. It's time that we leave all of that shit. I was like a show up like big radio interview smoking. It's all about trust. I know, I'm be just fine. Cause I came out the mud and I still never gave up. So tell all of my haters just one more time. On the horizon right now, all we got is us. 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 Never let them change your mind. Change your mind. All we got is us. But they smile into my face. I know they think my hell yeah. Hey. Say, but I gotta get a break. I gotta get away. I'm drinking while we're jamming. Everybody wanna work. Everybody wanna feel some type of way. Everybody wanna fun, try to play. I know that I'm ready. I see big things in my future. Oh, it's called the intro. Y'all be out here trying to push back. I'll be trying to push back. Our rap. Yeah. Put the lights out, turn the mic on, and I'll vibe out. They talk loud, they wild out, but they ain't about the life I'm about. I'm so close to this music dream. It's so much bigger than you and me. We on now. Never let them change your mind. I love this song. Never break us.
Get my dad to the radio.
I like this song.
I know it's all about trust. I know I'ma be just fine. Since I came out the mud and I still never gave up. So tell all of my haters just one more time. And my team's on the horizon right now. All we got is us. 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 Never change your mind. Change your mind. All we got is us.
See that microphone there.
All right.
So, homie, do you know anything about the Juggalo underground scene?
Yeah, man. I performed at Gathering the Juggalos, bro.
Oh, no shit. So you ever heard of UWR Juggalo News official radio?
Possibly, man. I'm in so many groups and like Juggalo groups and shit on both my pages. It's crazy.
Name an underground artist that's like Juggalo that you listen to or would bump.
Oh, I've done shows with like Blazy Dead Homie and ABK and who else, man? For sure, Blazy. I did like 2 or 3 shows out in Colorado with ABK and Blazy Dead Homie. Those dudes are cool.
Young Wicked interviewed me.
I'm wearing a
I think Twisted's dope. I think Twisted's dope.
I got a radio job from Twisted. I got radio jobs from ICP. I've interviewed almost everybody on Psychopathic Radio, and I was UWR Juggalo News official radio for a while.
That's dope. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you can go to my
jamming
YouTube.
ICP when I was fucking little, bro. Like young as fuck.
I've kind of fallen away from the Juggalo scene because, I mean, probably like 4,000 of my interviews with Juggalo rappers, man. Like, no lie. It's oversaturated now. That whole scene is.
Any scene is if you jump too far into it, man. Like,
yeah, and I'm still finding horrorcore rappers constantly. It's just like, wow. It's all starting to sound the same now. She's actually gonna pull up some of the radio drops I have, and we'll play a couple for you. While she's doing that, you got to go under my photos and into like my video part under there. They're all on my Facebook, not YouTube. Can't put them on YouTube. I get nailed. Man, speaking of that, and the other thing that annoys me, YouTube, I'm on a backup account right now. Normally, I have a hell of a lot more viewers than this. I have my greens because normally my green screen in the background with OBS, and I said my green screen's being gay. Fucking YouTube nailed me with a hate crime, hit a 3-month strike on YouTube. The fuck kind of shit is that, man?
It's that man.
I know. Trust me. I know what you're thinking.
It's censorship, man. This is bullshit. Listen, terms like hate speech and fake news and propaganda, those are real terms. But the people who actually do those things, who have bigger reach than us, right? So like,
get away with it.
Mainstream news. Not only do they get away with it, they have used the terminologies that define them to counteract to the people. So the fake news is telling people that everything else is fake news, and all the people are believing it, you know? And the people who promote hate speech or promote divide and racism and shit, right? And these are the same people saying that things need censored, or we can't say this is bad. Don't do that, or we'll delete your page, or we'll flag you. Or like, it's completely controlled, man, and it's fucking monopolized, and it should be a fucking crime.
I mean, it's retarded because I'll probably get banned for that.
Don't say retarded.
Yeah,
Don't say retarded.
I just
politically incorrect. Somebody that ain't even retarded will be mad about it, and then you'll something will be gay.
It's ridiculous. Like, the gay community is pushing the subject too much. That's all I'm gonna say. Like,
it's not even that. Look, it's the people who are in charge, man. So like everything from like, because I'm like big on like different kind of activist type shit, whether it's from fucking being online to being boots on the fucking ground. You know what I'm saying? So like, but every protest I've been to, every observation I made, whether it's the LGBT community or it's the Black Pride community or like Black Lives Matter type stuff or the fucking NFL shit or whatever it fucking may be, right? There's always some kind of outside funding making it that are bringing the wrong attention to it to make it look bad. You follow what I'm saying? So like they want to make it look like, so like when gay people are out here protesting about this, or black people are out here protesting about this, or white people are mad about this, right? They want to make it look like it's wrong, so they'll have people that look like they match that movement act an ass. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that people aren't there. There's radicals in every movement, basically. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it's funded too. So it's easy to be like, oh, we don't really. Again, that's kind of like the fake news tactic, man. The fake news calling out fake news. You know, and it don't even work like that. So we don't like
distraction.
There you go. Best. If we had to put one word on it, distraction. All of it.
Yep.
Everything I just said for the past 5 minutes, distraction. So for bigger agendas, it's a control system, man. It's
like half the shit you see on the news, man. People believe everything they see on even regular news broadcasts, TV. They add shit in there to get more views. You can't even believe half the crap they put on there. Like my homie got busted for fucking drugs. They added in a bunch of shit that wasn't even true. And made him look like more of a worse person than he was.
Or the real shit never gets on the news.
No.
Ever.
No, the real stuff is never going to make the news. Only stuff that's beneficial for the top tier, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unfortunately, my radio drops aren't pulling up on her computer. She's using what operating system again? What operating system do you use?
For this?
Yeah.
Windows?
No, it's not Windows.
Apple?
Apple. Man, what do you use? Do you use Apple?
No. I got one Mac for one of my studio computers is a Mac, and I don't use it for real.
I just don't like Mac, man. You're so limited on what you could do. Even browsing the internet,
they want control. Everybody wants
control. You're talking about phones, yeah. If you're talking about fucking TVs, hello.
Mac is just unreal, man. All right, so homie, what are some skills you have mastered in making music, and is there any other skills that you want to learn so far, like in producing or anything that you haven't learned?
All right, I don't think I've mastered anything, right? my longest skill trade has been engineering. So I've been engineering for like 10 plus years. I'm probably closer to 15 than 10. So I'm 30 now. I started engineering when I was 12. Like as soon as they put me in the studio, it was to learn how to like mix stuff before I even started recording myself. So like, I guess engineering is what I would say. I actually mix and master, if that counts as mastering, because I know how to master music. So I do that. I do a whole gang full of shit though, man, from editing videos to shooting to making beats to playing instruments to booking events to I'm into digital distributions, like putting artists on iTunes and stuff like that.
That's what's
and they're all, I'm at different levels on all of them, you know. And if I could like pick something that I feel like really needs honed in on, it would be like, I guess if I can lump a few things into one, like management, marketing, and promoting, right? Like, because it's all kind of intact together, right? I think that needs honed in on, or I need somebody who has, I might be the biggest shark in my pond. So I might have to, I might need to transfer to the ocean, if that makes sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like, because all the things that I do, I'm skilled enough that my company offers like 8 or 9 different services, right? I don't do any, I do all of them. When somebody calls us and they want a video, Knockout Productions shoots it because they work for Planet 13. They want some photography done, Rebellious does it for us. They want something mixed, I got a guy here. They want a beat made, I got a guy here. I actually do all of them, but I got so good at all of them, I was like, all right, time to what do I do from here? Well, let's start a company, and I'll get somebody that does all the things I do, you know. And now I'm kind of at that same breaking point again. We're like, all right, I'm the big shark in the pond. I got to like re-strategize and broaden the horizon, you know. So I think marketing and promo, because it's all about who you know. Your network is your net worth. So like who you know is what you're worth sometimes. So
that is the truth.
Yeah, so I think if I could pick one thing to be bigger, it would be my network growing and whatever it takes to do that. Because I feel like a lot's entailed to do that, you know. So management, marketing, investment money, all these things count. As talking as an artist or a business, that's, you know, relevant for sure.
I can't believe the underground seems big, but the more artists I interview in the underground, it's insane how many people that connect to the people I've interviewed, if you know what I mean.
Oh, for sure. It's like a giant spider web on the underground and like the bit. There's not really much of a middle tier in music. So there's like super like blowing up the guys that kind of ride their coattails. There's a couple middle guys and then a whole bunch of guys at the bottom. Like, So yeah, once you start bouncing, that's like kind of what I was talking about with the Juggalo scene when I said any scene is oversaturated when you dive too deep into it. So when you start interviewing, like you could stop interviewing rappers today and start interviewing EDM artists or country artists. Fuck it, let's say country because I'm far as fuck from that genre. I know, right? Follow me, right? So you could start interviewing country artists tomorrow, and 18 months from now, we'd be having the same conversation that we had about the Juggalos, being like, it's fucking saturated. There's a goddamn guitar player on every corner, Travis. Everywhere I go, they got a fucking banjo. I'm like, I told you, man. It's like, because there's so many of us. There's so many people out there. So once you start diving deep into some kind of subgenre or subculture, you know, it's fucking, you'll start connecting a lot of people, you know.
I interview country rappers, hip hop, they call it. You ever heard of it?
Yeah, I know some hip hop rappers.
Jelly Roll,
Jelly.
Good guy.
Jelly started out making gangster music though. He just happens to be from fucking Nashville. And I think him and Yellow Wolf and a couple other artists all had like the same thing happen to them. It's like they like rap, this is strictly opinion by the way, make rap, make gangster shit, and then once they had resources, you know, they could reach out to real musicians, good studios, good quality. I think they honed in on the music they probably always wanted to make from the beginning. But a lot of the beats that Jelly Roll or Yellow Wolf or Struggle or them guys are on now, those beats aren't just like at abundance. You know, they kind of like have been honing in on that sound, kind of like making it as they go, you know?
Yep. Yeah. Well, here's a question for you before she takes one. Now when you're making beats, do you put a distinct mark in for every bar?
I have like what I call recipes. So when I'm either writing a song or making a beat or mixing a song or shooting a video, I have like multiple recipes So like and I for real have some of them like physically mapped out in my head. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm really like one like yes and no to your question.
Yes and no.
Formulas. I have formulas to everything. So some of the formulas are like random and scattered. Like for instance, like, hey, I might be really just feeling the vibe. I'll literally load up 15 beats, put them in Pro Tools, and just freestyle in the booth for hours. And then I'll take whatever I think is hot and I'll mix it down. I won't even go back and redo it. I'll just mix it down and keep it. Or I'll fucking find one beat and vibe out to it for fucking 6 hours, and by morning I'll have a song. You know. I make beats too, but that's like here and there. I made them a lot more when I was younger. I get a lot of shit from my friends, like, you should rap on your own beats, I'm like, something inspires me about rapping on other people's shit, like, and having variety. I like a fucking smorgasbord of beats, man.
That's what's up. Well, I mean, if you were selling beats and you're trying to sell it to an artist, you should have a distinct mark on when to start the bars, especially if they want to do a good rhyme scheme. My opinion.
Yeah, if you hear my beats, you can tell they're my beats. So if you're going at that angle, then yeah, my beats have their own sound. Yeah,
that's what's up.
You can tell I made it once you've heard a few. I can play you one, like, oh, you made this. Yeah.
What is this?
What was that? Probably his phone going off. What do you got for a question?
All right, what is the most fucked up thing a hater has said or done to you?
Hold on. Somebody tried to call me and it made your sound go crazy. It made your sound go like
all fucked up.
Can you hear us?
Oh, cool. I got it back. Sweet.
Hell yeah.
Can you see me?
Nope. I see a can.
All right, pophead. I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
You got it? Can you hear okay? What's the most fucked up thing a hater has said or done to you? They make music.
Woo!
Hot subject.
Dude, kinda. It's cool to like hate me. So like, it's like a thing. I don't know, man. I can't say any particular story other than people like to make elaborate ass stories, right? So like, I have lots of stories. I got beat up 3 times last year and never seen any of these people. No, but I never seen any of the people. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, oh man, we heard such and such whooped your ass or rolled up on you. You know, like what are you talking about, man? Like yeah, your video shoot. I'm like, but I look fresh in my video. Like, I didn't get beat up. Like, what are you guys talking about?
I got invisible bruises here.
Right?
Yeah. So like, I'm always getting like beat up allegedly, or like I'm on a lot of drugs, which I could or couldn't be on drugs, but it's never to the degree that the stories sound. You know, I'm pretty upfront. Like, I don't have a filter, man. Like, so when I hear a lot of crazy stories though, that it's weird. It's always like, because I like to put people on, or like I get super in like the friend zone, meaning like I hook you up or throw you in the studio or like whatever. Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, bridges burn, and like there's this weird thing with me where like people fucking, instead of just like not being my friend, like, hey, I don't want to be your friend. Fuck you, bye, we're going. It's like, hey, I'm not gonna be your friend, but I'm gonna make up crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
word. I can totally relate.
Gossiping's just crazy to me. Like
it's like weird. They're pissed that you burned the bridge and that you're the one that threw the match.
You're not my friend anymore. I'm fucking mad.
So they try to make some kind of fire on the other side, and it just don't work. You know?
Yeah, that song you played, All We Got Is Us, it's kind of like, that's off a mixtape I did called Still Cooking. And that whole mixtape's kind of about some shit like that. Like, I had a bunch of people jump ship, and they were kind of like salty at me that they jumped ship. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Say it on the beat, you know?
That happens a lot, though. I see that in a lot of artists having people help them out. They'll jump ship, and then you'll start climbing or getting more views, and then they want back on. They start making shit up about you because they're.
I see this happen with people there's people I don't like. That like, I have pages where I share other people's shit. So like, I see other artists I don't like have the same shit happen to them. They'll like put artists on, and then something will go bad, and all of a sudden, not to talk down on them, but whoever the lower artist is in that little beef, that people like start just hating for no reason, man. It's like popular to be a hater now. It's a thing in 2018, apparently.
All the time, man. So, Travis, what do you do when you get writer's block? What is one of the how do I put this? Fucking brain, man. I've been sick. What is one of the things you do when you get writer's block to try to help you out?
Drugs. No, hang out with people. I'm like an energy fucking vampire, man. So like, you just like put me around like 3 people. We don't even have to be like talking about music. Just hey, I'm kicking it. Vibes are good. Turn the beat on. Let's go. It's music time. Like
hell yeah. I'm gonna take one of my hot seat questions because we're getting like halfway through the interview. Do you know who Dilemma is? That's on Masic Music with Brother Lynn Chung.
I do not.
Damn.
I feel
What about the song "My World" with Tech Nine? You ever heard that one?
Yeah. Is he on the track?
Yes, he is. Dilemma.
Yeah.
He used to. He got.
I don't know him as an artist, but I do know the track.
Yeah, he got his name from Tech Nine. He made this. It just popped in my head one day, and now I've done it for like 6,000 interviews. All right, so homie, have you ever earned your Red Wings? You ever ate a girl out on her period?
I have not ate a girl.
You have not.
On her period. No.
Oh shit! There's health benefits to this, man. Google this shit. There's natural pro antibiotics that comes out.
Have like you know.
Well, it builds your immune system. You eat your girl out on the rack.
Told you I'm
Keeps
a vampire, man. Don't tell me.
Keeps your immune system up, anyways. But yeah, that just like I have to ask. Everyone's like, ask it.
Yeah, I'm with it.
All right, what do you got?
I think that's the first time I've heard no.
I know. Actually, no. I've had a couple artists say no. The Lizard Man. You ever heard the Lizard Man from Ripley's Believe It or Not?
Yeah, I've seen him.
I've had him on a couple times one time for an interview. You would not believe the people that ask him just to do that because his tongue split. He said.
Really?
Did he say? Did he?
Oh yeah.
Does he do it?
I know like 3 girls with their tongue split.
I've interviewed a couple models with their tongue split. Actually, I interview models, porn actors, all kinds of people on here. I'm gonna play a radio drop for you. I'm the only underground radio station that has this radio drop. See what you think of it. Go ahead and play that.
Which one?
It's in your inbox. You just got to hit play on it. I'd unmute it in the corner.
Big drinking.
djsnickerz. djsnickerz as in your Snicker, or as in the candy bar, or you're like sweet as fuck? Okay, djsnickerz, be quiet for 1 second. Underground wicked radio in the motherfucking house. Shaggy Too Dope in this bitch. Big shouts to you and everybody listening, fam.
All right, Underground Wicked Radio.
Woo woo, motherfucker. Yeah.
It's going real good, man. I'm gonna give you a drop. So you can use it. All you gotta do is sample it. Check it out. This is Finally Jake, and you're checking out Underground Wicked Radio. 2 roots, bitch.
Oh yeah.
2 scoops of woo, motherfucker.
I called in to Psychopathic Radio to interview Shaggy Too Dope, and he flipped it on me, and he actually interviewed me. It's fucking hilarious. I got it on my YouTube. Him, Young Wicked, Big Hoodoo was hitting on the porn star Nadia White that I had on the phone that night. He was trying to get her phone number and all kinds of shit. It was great.
I may or may not have met a few porn people. I say people.
People, that's great. Don't call them porn actors in front of fucking Shaggy Too Dope because he'll correct that shit quicker. Or porn stars. He's like, they're porn actors just because they're getting fucked on video. He says it's hilarious. All right, so homie, do you think more psychopaths listen to rap music more than rednecks listen to country?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
What about the rednecks listen to country?
I think they all 100% listen to country.
All psychopaths?
Yep. All psychopaths, yep. That's great.
Like the real psychopaths.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you got? Then we got to play another song. Okay. Oh, wait. Upcoming projects, man.
Yeah, that's actually my question.
Oh, yeah. No problem. My next album is called Placebo. And I don't have a release date on it, but that What Do You Do song that you mentioned at the very beginning, that song, that's the only song I've leaked from it. I just wanted to get like a feel like, hey, y'all like this? because the whole album's kind of like lots of guitars and like a rocky vibe to it, you know. And yeah, Placebo. No release date yet, but really soon. Really soon.
We're gonna play that next. If me and her ever get married, man, this is gonna be a song I dance.
Can we
to
play
her.
this song? I know this was a sneak preview. Is that all right?
Absolutely.
We get married, this will be the song we dance to. That's for damn sure. It's in your inbox. Go ahead and we'll play this one. This like has a whole different meaning to me and her with the bullshit that we went through.
Is it?
No, I actually sent it to Travis instead.
Yeah, you did.
Oh hell, man.
That's a dope track.
It is. Oh, hold on. Fucking technology.
I'm about to release a mixtape called No Sibo.
No Sibo?
Yeah.
No Sibo.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
counteract
weird.
it.
All right, here you go.
It's called Placebo because while I've been making the album, I've just been saying that you're gonna love it.
Everyone's locked up, I'm already dead. We're going on some head, what pills are the med? Life is so fucked up, it's all just a mess. I can't find my way out, can you show me your exit? Anxiety mixed with the stress, and got me awakened up in your business. Then I keep drinking this whole spirit. Why do I do it? Why do I lie to myself? Why do I ego my health? Why do I put myself through all this hell? Leave me alone and I hate myself. All the time I spend losing my mind, looking for something that I'll never find. All the mountains I go, my city and name the time. What I had to do, what I wouldn't do.
Opinions and attitudes, fuck like you feel I get energy, watch it all come to you. I see the world, see what it's coming to. Where do I go? Where do I turn? When everything finally just crashes and burns, like, what do you do? What do you do? When you're out of the edge and you're about to jump and got nothing to lose. I like this song, guys. I'm about to make a video. It's so crazy what it goes. And the future. Gave me the beat for free. Yeah.
See everyone down, all the feelings are settled. We figure it out. Give me some help. I'm selling my head. It's full of betrayers and all my regrets. It's eating my conscience and I just can't stop. So all of my demons get fed. Shit that I said.
Speaking of podcast, what up, dog? All of them.
Back to the blank.
Thank you, dog. Thank you, because when you said it, I seen it in my head, dog. I'm with it, man. It's a takeover. I'm gonna take over. Hit the mic.
All right. So when you sent him that song, he was trying to figure out what to do. And he came out to me because I'm like, dude, just come on. Well, he wanted to come out. And I was like, all right, go for it. Come on out. You know, because he had nothing to lose. He had so much shit going on. And I'm like, just come on out.
I got this 3-step process, and it's think it, say it, do it. But the third step is like the hardest one, but it should be the easiest one. Because once you've thought about something and said it, you're like there. You know, so yeah, you just come on out, hop on the plane, get your ass out there, and there you are. You know what I'm saying?
I wish I took a plane. I took a bus. Never again, man.
You save some money, but yeah, fuck that. I hate buses.
3 days, and it felt like a month. Oh yeah, 19 overlays from New York to here.
It was crazy. Like, I was so worried he wasn't going to make it, you know? But he ended up doing an interview in Denver on the way out.
Yep, I interviewed Boogie Bang Radio on the way out here. We went out to IHOP and shit because I had a 3-hour overlay in Denver, Colorado. And I couldn't even fucking smoke.
Denver, man.
It was too early.
Denver's some of my favorite shows. I've performed in Denver like 6 or 7 times now, and it's always fucking top notch.
Where'd you perform out there?
The Black Sheep in Colorado, or no, that's in Colorado Springs.
The Roxy.
The Roxy. About the Roxy or the Pit?
Yep. No, the Roxy and the Pit. I've been to the Pit too.
Steve Osborne's a good homie of mine. I promote him on my radio for years now.
Me and Stevie Stone did the Roxy twice. I did his birthday there 1 year. I hosted his birthday.
Wait, what year? What year was it?
2015, I think.
Mm-hmm. I was there. I saw Stevie Stone in 2012. So.
No, I was jamming him back then, but no, that's not it.
Now you know who owns the Roxy?
I do not.
Scum, the owner of LSP. He's an artist himself.
I met Scum before. He wasn't there when I performed there, man.
You didn't notice this on the background? LSP.
Actually, I was trying to peek at it when we first got on here.
Yep, that's LSP right there.
That signed by him. He was selling his own merch.
I met Scum at the gathering. He was like helping hook up audio. I thought he was the audio engineer. I wasn't hip to who he was. Like, not to be like offensive to him or anything. I was just like, hey, I was like, oh, here, man, you want, like fucking over there with the audio shit. You know what I'm saying? And somebody was like, they said Scum, and I was like, oh, I'd heard somebody else talking about him earlier. I'm like, oh, this is the rapper you guys were talking about earlier, and it just led me to go check him out. And I'm like, oh, well, shit. I totally approached dude different. I approached somebody who's the audio engineer. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, let's get on this music, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's good? You own a club? Shit, let's go. Like,
yep, he owns the Roxy, man. He's been doing this shit for years. I've interviewed him a couple times. What about Insane Poetry, one of his artists that fucks him all the time?
No, I haven't fucked with him yet, man.
Oh, you got to check him out. He's got a lot of dope artists.
A lot of my I guess like horrorcore, like Juggalo type encounters that I have, not on purpose, but just happen to come like I'm like a magnet for it, I guess. Like I'll unknowingly ended up like doing 2 or 3 shows with ABK and like Blaze You Dead Homie or whatever. Like wasn't really hip to their music, but they were a headliner and I was a headliner. Like they were on tour and I was on tour, and our show the same promoter booked us, you know. And that's how I got hip to their music. And I was like, well, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I dig this shit. And I did a whole tour, like 12 cities or 14 cities or something like that. And it just so happened that like every city I went to was the Strange Music Street Team, and they were all also Juggalos. So like halfway through the tour, they call me and they ended up putting me on the gathering. And like, I don't know, I just built a bigger following of Juggalos and like horrorcore like fans, even though I don't make horrorcore music for some reason. Like, I don't know, I fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? They fuck with me.
You'll fit in perfect on my radio with the selection I have on there. The hell was I just going to say? Oh, the Lizard Man. Where did you see him perform? You were saying something about that earlier?
Oh, I seen him in Florida before, man.
No shit. He's got his own band now. He went over on tour in England. I talked to him a little bit about it. He does Lizard Skynyrd'd.
Lizard Skynyrd'd?
Yep.
That's a fucking gimmick if I've ever heard it.
But he's toured with fucking
Willie Nelson.
So many people. Korn. He's toured with Skillet. So many freaking artists.
Hey, you know what?
Bigger up
you're
artists.
Talking about interviewing porn stars and shit earlier. I want to make songs for porn videos, and I also want to shoot porn or have porn chopped up to my songs like music videos. If you follow what I'm saying. So like, I want Travis Spade music videos on Pornhub.
Hey,
I can hook you up with that. You know how many models, porn actors I've interviewed on there that are looking for rappers to play during their sets?
Let's go. I'll swap.
I'll hit some up.
Business.
Yeah, it is. Get your music out there too.
Yeah, that's great. My kind of people too.
You know, I get more than one out there.
Sharing is caring.
Yep. Hell yeah. All right, we're gonna take some more questions. Well, see, now we're talking about porn, man. So if you and your old lady were to make a porn video and she's screaming your pet's name during the porn video, what would you say to her?
If my old lady was screaming the pet's name, we got a chihuahua, bro.
Oh shit! What would your reaction
What about
be?
a chewiener?
A chewiener, like a wiener dog? Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know what I would do. If she was yelling Little Bit's name, I think I would think we were too high. Like, hold on, she's yelled the dog's name. You don't even know what's going on right now.
Oh shit!
I keep going, but you know.
Here's another hot seat question about porn. Then, if you're an old lady to make a porn video, what would your porn name be for your old lady?
What would her porn name be?
What would her porn name be?
Tripsy.
Why Tripsy? Give us a little detail here.
Splash.
Oh man. What do you got for? Oh, I'm gonna take another hot seat question. This is a new one I thought of before she takes it. Would you ever stand outside of a church and hand your CD to people coming out of a Christian church?
I'm going inside.
Oh shit!
I'm here to preach too, bro. We just got two different stories.
Look in body of Christ. Here's what makes
actually I grew up religious. Now I'm not religious at all because now I'm way down the rabbit hole and out the other side.
Mm-hmm.
But so waking up, I think once you start, you strike me as a guy who's looked into a conspiracy or two, right? So
a lot. Yep.
Okay. Exactly. So I feel like once you even kind of start peeling back those layers, right? Even one conspiracy deep, we can say the only thing you believe is food's bad for you, or the only thing you believe is, vaccines or some crazy shit, right? Just any one of them. Pick one and apply what I'm getting ready to say. Once you've done that, you forget what it's like to not know that that's a possibility, okay? So once you start waking up, even in the slightest, you forget how easily programmed everybody else was, and so it's easy to pass judgment on people. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Being like, what do you mean? You don't even know? Like, you don't fucking know? Like you ain't hip yet, Like, but we forget that, like, the common person, the average person isn't near you, They're fucking...
You ever heard of the what is it? The Mandela effect? I can't even say it.
Mandela
effect.
Yeah. Have you looked into that?
Hip. Yeah, I'm hip. You can't. A lot of them have been debunked, right?
His name used to be djsnickerz.
Yeah.
And now it's Snickers.
Shit.
Weird. I used to be more paid.
Well, see how we're saying that. What do you got for a question?
I got a question. All right. If you were to listen to one of your favorite musicians of all time, what country would you watch them in a show? Like, where would you go? If you were to pick a country and your favorite artist.
Cool. I'm going to watch. Ooh, this is hard because I could say two totally different ones, right? I'm either going to watch Nako on a private island, or I'm going to watch Eminem on the fucking moon.
That's what's up. Oh yeah.
All right, I'll flip a coin.
All right, that just made me think.
You know what I'm saying? It's a hard choice, but it's the moon. So
another hot seat question: if you could produce a horror movie, what three actors would you want in that horror movie to make it interesting?
I have a horror movie script, and
nice.
my actors would be not John Travolta because I can't stand his face. I swear it irks me.
Looking on my green screen, I put him in the background dancing.
Who would I put on my fucking horror film? I think I would want to use people who aren't horror film related for real.
Yep.
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. I like the guy who plays in like shit. I'm bad with names sometimes. Even though like every movie that's on, I sit here and like, who's this? What movies are they in? Like, what's going on here? I would have to say, can I just pick somebody I'd like to work with on a movie? Like Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino is amazing. You know, big Quentin Tarantino fan. I'd like Samuel L. Jackson to be in a movie. That'd be cool. Yeah. I would like Jason Statham. He's cool just because he's a badass. Who is the guy who plays in fucking? I just watched the fucking movie and I can't think of dude's name for the life of me. What's the movie where he kills everybody from fucking prison? Like somebody rapes his daughter, and he fucking
Taken.
Not Taken, but he's good too.
Wasn't Taken.
You know who I'm talking about? Gerard Butler. Butler. Okay. I'd like to put Gerard Butler in a movie. He's cool.
About law-abiding citizens.
Yeah. I have a movie. I have a horror movie concept, but then I have a concept for a movie that's not the movie yet. But the concept of the movie is everybody's somebody famous. So like everybody's a cameo. You know, like you got George Clooney's the guy who's taking out trash. Samuel Jackson was the bus driver. You know, just like Steven Spielberg's in there somewhere, like a little cameo. I want a cameo movie, man.
You should make a movie, man. You ever heard of Muck Sticky out of Tennessee?
No, we did one short film so far, man. It's 25 minutes.
Muck Sticky stopped doing music and produced a movie. He's got Little White in it. Jerry Law, the lawyer from WWF.
I know what you're talking about. I didn't know the guy's name you're talking about, but I know the flick you're talking about.
Yeah,
I just went with Little White heavy, man. That's my guy.
He had Little White in there, and he had Justin Bieber's father as the priest in the movie.
My homegirl worked with Justin Bieber, man. That's a plug. I would work with him. Yep.
Hell yeah. But it's a dope movie. I got it, which I still got to watch with you. Little White and them are in it. He's actually going to be on Netflix, Hulu, a bunch of places. He got the movie up on. And a lot of people were telling him not to do the movie, where to go through. He did it all independent. Filmed it himself, did all the music, produced it, and it came out pretty dope.
That's what's up. I'm gonna check it out, man. I know what it is. I've seen it because I'm on a bunch of white pages and shit. So
yep, Zebo.
I'll
drop you the interview I did with him too. I actually sent him. You ever heard of Whitney Payton?
Yeah, I've done hella shows with Whitney Payton, bro.
I did a crossover video.
Team Underdog, shouts out. I see you.
Hell yeah. I did a crossover interview with him and Whitney Payton. As soon as Whitney Payton got on, man, he started singing her love songs. It was fucking great. The look on her face.
Whitney Payton used to do a podcast, and I was on their podcast a couple times, man.
Yep, she did back in the day with, I think she had JJ Demon on there a couple times, too, from Pennsylvania. She's done a lot of shit with him. I've
booked Whitney on shows. Like, I've been the promoter that booked her, and then I've been booked on shows where we're the openers and shit, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna let you take a question while I give Whitney Payton his radio drop. It's
okay, if you
hilarious.
were to bring back anybody from the dead, any artist, for the sake of humanity, who would you bring back?
For the sake of humanity.
Right?
The music scene.
The music scene, you know?
I just want to be greedy and bring him back because I like him. I don't know. It's hard to. There's no like. I feel like music is this never-ending thing. So like, I don't know if there's anybody who can save it. So like, hip hop. I bet a hip hop person would say some shit like fucking Tupac. You know, like somebody who really loves music is gonna be like fucking Beethoven, and like, you know, like somebody's gonna fucking, you know, bring Ozzy Osbourne back, even though he ain't dead. You know, but I don't know, man. I would say I love Jim Morrison. I think Jim Morrison is the shit. And fucking, you know, I would like to kick you a modern day Jim. Nirvana. Can we bring Nirvana back?
That'd be dope.
Kurt Cobain. Yeah.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain. Fuck yeah, bring him back. Oh, I lied. R.I.P. for what I'm about to say. If I could bring back one musician from the dead for the sake of music, it would be Chester Bennington.
Hell yeah.
Sweet choice.
Here's Whitney Payton's radio drop. Now, she told me she liked South Park, so I cut this in. I like that at the radio drops, man. I'll ask you later, like a favorite movie or something, because I have fun with them. But here's Whitney Payton's radio drop.
Team Underdog, motherfucker.
Listen, you don't do rapping shit enough. Oh my God! That's a big fucking deal, bitch. Yeah, or the underground wicked radio. How would you like to suck my balls? Holy shit, dude.
Oh, man. She shared the fuck out of that. Oh, man, I've interviewed so many people in the underground scene that it's hard to even keep track of who I've interviewed now. You're my 7,387th interview.
That's the shit, man. Keep it going. Hey, so check this out. Podcasting is, even though this seems like there's thousands of shows, because there is, and everybody's doing it, which they are, but that's okay. It is still a new thing when it comes to technology, and as far as being a platform and a thing that's out there, we are still in the very beginning of this type of thing, if that makes sense.
And normally I'm running off 2 platforms because I have the sound running into my online radio station besides being on video. So that'll be back up and running here within the next month or 2. All right, we're going to take some final questions and we're going to hop off here. I don't like to make the interviews too much over an hour because you know how people are. They don't want to tune in for the whole thing.
Yeah, people like short, simple, and stupid.
Yep, basically, yep. All right, so homie, what is the weirdest thing you have ever seen in a homie's house?
Don't lie on this one, dog.
Well, my best friend's mom used to own a porn shop.
Oh shit!
When we were younger, and then I would walk in, and there'd be like dildos and blow up dolls everywhere.
Damn.
And this is actually how we started becoming best friends, because we were like young, and I was like, this kid's mom owns a fucking dildo store, and like it was funny to me. So we started like promoting it and passing out cards and
oh yeah, that's fucking great.
Yeah, dildos and blow up dolls everywhere. So.
Can't be any worse than me having my I did a surprise interview with a porn actress one night, and my co-host at the time, I had his mother as a co-host on the interview for a porn actor.
Nice.
And I was asking all kinds of fucked up questions about her son for the porn actress, like having him moan his name and shit, and it was great. Well, his mom's sitting next to him doing this interview.
That's awesome.
You ever heard of Andy Garrell, Marilyn Manson's bass player?
No.
He's got his own band. I've interviewed him quite a few times too.
Manson's dope though, man. He's dope.
He is dope.
So what, like, are you going to be performing in the near future?
Yeah, I just did a festival like 2 weekends ago, and then I actually took a break from performing live and touring so I could like open up a studio and run it. And that ended up taking me like, I ended up doing that for like 2 years straight. And then after that started getting like system overload. I was like, I'm taking a break from everything. And I'm just now within the past month or 2 coming off that like a hiatus.
What was the festival?
I did Midwest Rock Fest in Illinois.
Oh, no shit. I just had a couple artists that did that off my radio. Oh, yeah. All right, homie, is there anything on this interview we haven't covered that you want to talk about?
I think we've touched on all kinds of stuff, man. It's good times.
Hell yeah. All right, so final questions. Would you come back on Underground Wicked Radio? Did you enjoy your interview?
Absolutely. Call me anytime, man. So we set it up. I'll come back. We'll talk shit. We'll fucking... We can wing it. We can set on a subject. We can fuck with other artists. Let's do it. I think, like I said, your network is your net worth. And so I'm part of the movement now. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I can't wait to get you back on when I get my radio back up and running and my main YouTube channel, because I was supposed to have a 3-month ban and it's been over that. I don't know what the fuck's going on with it. It's kind of irritating.
Yeah, I just got off a ban on Facebook and shit. So
Facebook's they're constantly. That's the other reason I don't use it, man. Like if I get an artist on and they play someone else's beat that they don't have the rights to, they'll automatically nail me on Facebook for it, even if I say I don't own the rights to this music on there.
Well, we're gonna build around it. There's solutions coming, man.
Now I really wish somebody would put up a website where we can just do what the fuck we want without restrictions. It would be dope. All right, homie, we're gonna hop off here. Do you got any other questions you'd like to ask?
No, it's been great talking to you, man.
It's been awesome chopping it up with you, homie.
I really enjoyed it. You guys know how to contact me, man. I'll keep fucking with y'all. Underground Wicked Radio. Much love. I enjoyed it.
Before we hop off, do I have permission to put your music on the radio? I always ask.
You put my music wherever you want, man.
Do you want to shout out any links or anything?
He already did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he did that earlier. Yep.
Planet13EMT.com. Underground Wicked Radio. Tune in. Beam me up.
DJ Snickerz out.